and I'm not trying to cause a kerfuffle, Joe. Caitlin Clark is a hell of a lot better than Angel Reese.
Did y'all see Angel Reese on Wildin' Out?
Mm-hmm. I've seen Angel Reese wilding out. I don't know if I've seen her on Wildin' Out. Angel Reese won't sit her fucking ass down. Okay, she should probably have somebody in place to let her know. See, whoever she got is telling her to go pop up everywhere. That's not what Caitlin Clark people were saying, not to make it a racial
thing. They're not saying that at all.
Not to make it a race.
Angel Reese's off-court choices have sparked growing criticism, as many feel her persona outside the game is beginning to overshadow her actual contributions in the WNBA. Her public actions and bold statements have drawn strong reactions from fans and critics alike. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has emerged as the face of women's basketball, not only because of her electric on-court performances, but also due to the poised and professional way she carries herself off the court. Her ability to handle pressure with composure has only strengthened her appeal, making her a standout role model for aspiring athletes.
I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that.
Angel Reese has also faced backlash for hosting a show in which guest Kayla Nicole shared questionable stories about her ex-boyfriend, Travis Kelce, who is now dating Taylor Swift, with Reese even saying on the podcast, "I loved you two together." The segment sparked heavy negative publicity, especially given the massive, highly devoted Taylor Swift fanbase, whose outrage does little to help Reese's public image. Still, the controversy has amplified her name across social media, a tactic many public figures intentionally use to generate attention and boost visibility. For Reese, the spike in backlash may be part of a deliberate strategy, reflected even in the provocative branding of her podcast.
Wait, you was talking about WNBA earlier. Did y'all see Angel Reese on Wildin' Out?
I've seen Angel Reese wilding out. I don't know if I've seen her on Wildin' Out. Angel Reese won't sit her fucking ass down.
They refer to Angel Reese has been seen at countless public events, keeping herself constantly in the spotlight, but this visibility has also fueled criticism. Her appearance on MTV's Wild and Out drew significant attention, with many labeling her outfit as overly skimpy or promiscuous, a recurring critique that follows her across various public outings. She later attended the Victoria's Secret fashion show in New York City, where some observers noted that she even stood out more than the models themselves due to her bold wardrobe choices, further intensifying the ongoing conversation surrounding her public image.
Okay, she should probably have somebody in place to let her know. See, whoever she got is telling her to go pop up everywhere. That's not what Caitlin Clark people were saying, not to make it a racial
thing.
They're
not saying that at all.
Not to make it a race thing. It's just, we just on some star rookie shit now. All season, you keep putting yourself in the same box as Caitlin Clark, but it's more than basketball. That's the same, my point with Cole. It's more than rap. It's more than rap. It's more than this. I wish Angel Reese nothing but the best.
Same.
Great season. Great rookie campaign.
People have been comparing the two women's basketball stars since their college days, but the rivalry intensified when Angel Reese taunted Caitlin Clark during the national championship game, an exchange that pushed the conversation beyond basketball and into questions about personality and conduct. Reese mimicked Clark's iconic "you can't see me" gesture and pointed to her ring finger once LSU had the title secured, and while LSU ultimately won the championship over Iowa, the moment went viral. In the post-game press conference, Caitlin Clark remained a class act despite the heartbreaking loss, even when a reporter asked her directly about Reese's taunting.
There's a lot blown up on Twitter about Angel Reese following you around, pointing to her ring finger and taunting you.
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands and, be grateful that my team was in that position. That's all you can do is, hold your head high, be proud of what you did, and, all the credit in the world to LSU. They were tremendous.
Caitlin Clark made sure to give credit where it was due, even toward opponents who many felt had acted unsportsmanlike, and she still attempted to shake hands with everyone. She turned a potentially controversial question into an opportunity to stay positive about the moment, showing toughness in how she handled the loss without shame, victimhood, or hostility. In contrast, Angel Reese's post-game press conference the following year, after her team fell short of another national championship, carried a very different tone. Surrounded by her teammates, she became emotional as she spoke about the various hardships and pressures she had been experiencing, breaking down in front of the media while addressing the outside turmoil she felt had weighed heavily on her throughout the season.
Been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know I'm still a human. All this has happened since I won the national championship. And I said the other day, I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks. But I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything. And I would still sit here and say, I'm unapologetically me.
In other interviews, however, her tone shifted completely, showing no hint of self-pity. Instead, she confidently boasted about her performance in the national championship game against Caitlin Clark, emphasizing that the surge in popularity around women's basketball isn't due to Clark alone. She insisted that she, too, deserves significant credit for elevating the sport and contributing to its growing national spotlight.
People are watching women's basketball right now. Yeah. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. People are talking about women's basketball that you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. It's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for.
And once they reached the WNBA, that sentiment continued, even as overwhelming data showed that Caitlin Clark was driving more attention to the league than anyone else by a wide margin. Despite this, many people seemed eager to downplay her impact, sometimes even redirecting credit away from her. Even the WNBA commissioner, who now has far more opportunities to speak publicly thanks to the surge of interest Clark has generated, often deflects that spotlight toward other, far less popular players.
I noticed when you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person.
Meanwhile, fan perception of Angel Reese as a WNBA player has remained largely negative, which doesn't make her an ideal representative of the league. Her outspoken personality often spills onto the court, where she has previously been ejected for using inappropriate language and has earned a reputation for being overly aggressive, with a physical style of play that some describe as dirty. This was highlighted further in her matchup against Caitlin Clark, when she struck Clark on the head during a layup attempt, a fall that was upgraded to a flagrant after review due to the clear wind-up, follow-through, and unnecessary contact. That kind of play has seemingly influenced her Chicago Sky teammates as well. Chindy Carter delivered a cheap shot that sent Clark to the floor even when she didn't have the ball, and cameras caught Reese on the sidelines cheering and clapping in approval. A striking statistic shows that 177% of all flagrant fouls in the WNBA last season were committed against Clark, and all but one of them came from the Chicago Sky, offering clear statistical evidence of the animosity directed her way. Even when dirty plays weren't called flagrant in real time, such as Carter's shoulder check, initially ruled a common foul, the league later upgraded them only after heavy criticism from fans and media. These incidents highlight why Caitlin Clark has become such an appropriate and respected face of the WNBA.